Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon. So I can see we have got participants joining, and it's already one, so we can start the webinar. So,
Okay.
am I?
So welcome everyone. So as before going into our today's agenda, let me give a very brief about myself. I am Rahul Mohan. I'm the head of application development here in Resemble Systems. So I mainly deals with the application and product development initiatives within the Resembles, and they do have a team of 35 plus who's working on various technologies as part of our competencies and initiatives. And today's agenda will be mainly talking about the meeting management application, which we have. It's a SaaS-based product which we have recently launched. And to before going into the product, so let me talk about some of the challenges you find from managing a meeting. So to start with, whenever you conduct a meeting, always there is a big chance of unorganized minutes of meeting. So you might be attending 5 or 10 meetings in a day, and you might have came through those. Most of these meeting minutes are unorganized. Sometimes they send some minutes, or sometimes it's not shared, and most time it's very difficult to find out the next actions. And other challenge is in terms of difficult to get feedback and delegate tasks. So you conduct some meetings, and it would be very difficult to take the feedback of the meeting, like what in terms of outcome, in terms of some actions, some tasks. So it's very difficult to manage those. And the most important part is it's very difficult for you to manage or track minutes of meeting. So you write some meeting minutes, and most time it's very difficult to manage those because you send it over an email and you do not know like what's the status of various next actions. And the fourth is the important part is the inability to locate content. So this is one of the major issue. Like what happen is like you might be having multiple meeting, and you might be sharing a lot many contents as part of the meeting, like some diagrams, some solution designs, or some other documents as part of the meeting. And most of the times you get lost to find out this meeting as part of the meeting next action. So that's also very important. And the most important part is in terms of manage all tasks as part of next actions, the reminders, you have to set a correct reminders. And even no one is like notifying you like in terms of any due date or in terms of some reminders. So these are some of the challenges. And due to all these reasons, your meetings makes it like it will be very difficult to manage the outcome of a meeting, or you would say your meeting is not productive. So that's the best way I can add to that. And how Resemble systems or how Resemble meetings help you is like we have come up with a product which is a platform which mainly helps you to organize, collaborate, and perform all necessary actions or tasks as part of your meeting from a single place. So, which helps your managers, your team, everyone in a single place, so that you have one tool to make your meetings more productive. So, this tool does not deals with or it does not deals with what I would say like the scheduling of the meeting. Rather, it mainly focus on the next actions as part of the meeting. And these are some of the solutions overview. Like it as a means of meeting management, where it helps you to manage your meetings. Then that part. Then it have a task management module. So as you know, any meetings will have a task assignment module. So it to take some next action. So it has a task management module. Then it has it provides the communication part. So if you want to provide some comments or initiate some chat in Microsoft Teams, it provides the capability. Then it have a good data visualization, some dashboards to see, or for your managers to see like what's really happening with the meetings and what's outcome. And it also provided very intuitive web app to access, and it also have the task delegation features. And these are the capabilities of the system. So it has the task management to overcome task prioritization. Then it has means of meeting management. It also has a dynamic workflow engine. Suppose you want to review some task as part of the next action of a meeting, like I can send it through some review and approval process. Then it has a stream log to capture each and every activity that's really happening. Okay. Then you can provide the organizers a structure in terms of aims or divisions, which mainly helps you to manage meetings from a team management point of view. So I'll show you that in a demo as well. And it has an approval log to really see like if there is any reviews or approvals as part of the task which is assigned as part of a meeting. So these are some of the capabilities of the system. And as a customer, like what are the benefits you get? You get approval reminders, access solution on the go. You can access, since Bean is a SaaS solution, you can access it from anywhere. You can keep track of order, minutes of meeting and subtasks, and it saves time and effort. So you can easily have a global search to easily search the content. Then it can boost productivity in terms of scheduling, and it also has a team analytics. So these are some of the benefits as part of the system. And these are some of the screenshots of the system. I will also take you through a demo, so which you get more idea on this. This is an upward lock, so you can see there are multiple meetings, and I want to review some meeting minutes. So I can just come to my upward log and review those meetings. Then this is the calendar view where you can see the meetings along with the task assigned as part of various meetings. Then this is the org structure. Then this is the create team. So meeting. Okay. So this is the landing screen of the meeting minutes application. Okay. So the main idea is you can use your Office 365 or Google or LinkedIn. So you can sign up with any of these providers. Okay. And as soon as I log in, I can see like the various task status of my comes under my dashboard. Okay, I'll come to this later. And if you come to the right hand side, I can see like I can integration. So here what I can do is I can integrate with your calendar. So if you are using Outlook or Office 365 calendar, I can integrate with your calendar. So just click on integrate, and you can see automatically it's integrated with your calendar, so that automatically the meeting informations, everything is bought from the calendar. Okay, so it provides that functionality as well. So the system provides the various ways by which we can change the theme, colors, and all kind of options are there. Now let me go to meeting minutes, and if I click on view meeting minutes, here I can see the list of all the meeting, like where by date I can just see all the meetings which I have attended, and if I want I can just view a meeting. Okay, so I'll come to that later. Suppose I'm just attending a meeting, I just finished the meeting and I want to create a meeting minutes. So what I can do is I can just click on create new minutes of meeting. Here I can just pick the date. So if I have any calendar as entry in my calendar, it will be shown here. So if I go to one maybe 7th, you can see like there was 2 meetings held on that day, and you can see that information. So actually this information came from your calendar. Okay, suppose I just finished this status meeting with ADM. So what I can do is I can just click on this particular meeting, or if I want to create the meeting minutes from the scratch, I can click and create more, but it's not integrated with your calendar. So let me click on which is integrated with your calendar. So I want to create a meeting minutes for status meeting ADM. I can just click here. Okay, as soon as I click, what happens is automatically the system brings the meetings and who has written this or who has scheduled this meeting as an organizer. So all this information is directly bought from your calendar. And here what I can do is even the members, and you can see even the meeting agenda is automatically pulled from your email as from your subject. You can see if I scroll down, I can see the complete my what we say details. So here you can see my agenda, and you can see the members of the meeting. Okay. So now what I can do is I can just start by providing more information. Suppose I'll come to the team later. This is customer management team. I can just provide this where is the location. I just provide an online meeting. Here, if I want some external guest where I need to send this meeting names, I can add those guests who has read access. So I can just click on guest and I'm just going to give Abdul Ali. So he's a guest as part of this meeting. Now I can see the agenda here. Suppose if I want to add more agendas, sometimes I discussed more, I can just start editing this, maybe for starting a meeting, then company overview. So I can add more details if it is required. So if I scroll down, I have an option where I can just provide the various topics discussed as part of this meeting. Okay, so maybe we discuss something related to discussed on project status. Okay, so if I want, I can put a subtopic and some description, all those things which is required. And here I can just put like what kind of topic is this? Is it an informative session which you have discussed? So it's all the shortcuts, abbreviations like A for actions, I for information, D for discussion. Okay, so I can just maybe suppose there is an action item which is discussed on project status. So there is an action item, and I can give the owner who is the owner for this, and due date, status I'll keep open for time being. And under this discussion topic, what I can do is I can add some task. Suppose add subtask, and here I will ask share updated status report. So this can be a task as part of the discussed topic. And here what I can do is I can just give like the due date. Maybe I want it by 18, and I can just provide the status as open. Here I can just give to whom I'm going to assign. I'm going to assign this to Abdul Ali. Okay. And here what I can do is suppose I have more details. Suppose I have another discussion point. I can add a new record. Maybe here what I'm going to do is it's an information. Okay. So discussed on some issues. And maybe I put this as an information. Okay. Informative point which is discussed by such and such person. And if I want anything, I can just put a status as well. And I can just provide all this information. And suppose I want to add some documents on this discussed points. What I can do is I can just add attachments as well. Suppose some documents on the discussion points or whatever, I can easily attach it here. And here if you see, suppose this first point, I want to make it as a very critical task. I can add a bookmark. So what I can do is I can add a bookmark, and I'll put a category as critical or important. I can check the predefined bookmarks, or I can just have my own version. Okay, so you can just click on this, maybe put in red color, and I add to this. And you see, you get this bookmark. So later it will be very easy for you to search and find the relevant content. So it will be very easy for you to get this information. So that's the main idea of using this part. Okay, and even what I can do is even I can link this to one of my objectives. Suppose you are working on a very strategic project. Okay, so I can link this meeting to your corporate objective as well. So later it's very easy to find out as part of reporting. Okay, now after I had this, okay, now even I add a task as part of my various discuss point. Even I can add a verifier for this task. Suppose shared updated status report, and I want someone to review this task if required. So I can add a verifier. Maybe I want to add Abdul to verify this. So what happens is I can add the verifiers as well. So only this task gets approved or published if it's approved by the verifier. Okay. So this is how you're going to fill all the information. Okay. And once that is done, what I can do is I can just save as draft, or I can just ask someone to get a feedback. Suppose you want someone to review this before it is published to everyone, I can add the reviews, or I can just directly publish this. Okay, so after publishing, even I can send this for some approvals. Okay, request for approval, maybe if you want to update or something. And you see, as soon as I have done, I get all the informations in a very well format, and I have an option to print. So as soon as I publish, the members, the guests, they all get the notifications, and they get a PDF format as an email attachment. So which almost looks in the format. Let me see whether I have. See here, you get it in the following format with all the minutes in a very well defined template. You can have your own template as well. And here even I have a section. Suppose someone comment on the various task actions and all those things, uh, that can be also easily seen here. Okay, that's also available. Okay, so this is how the meeting minutes, how you create meeting minutes as part of the system. Now let me go to other section. So here we were talking about view form. So at any point of time, I can see all this minutes of meeting, my approved meeting minutes in this particular screen. So it's very easy for you to view it. So I just go to one meeting. I can just click on view mom and I can see all the information here. Okay, if you have any comments, you can see it, and all the informations are here. And suppose it is completed, even I can move this to an archive. That's also possible. Okay, so you can see the attachments here. So all the informations are available in the system. Now, if I come down, the system also provides a functionality. So we talked about, like, when you create a meeting, I can create a team here. Like, for example, I have an HR department, and HR department has a couple of members and organizers. So any meeting which is created under those team can be found under that. So that really helps you to manage the meeting in a very structured format. So HR might be conducting a lot many meetings, so I can create a team. Like, you can see there are many teams, like official team, private team. So private team anyone can create. Suppose you want to have a one-to-one meeting with one of your subordinate, so I can create a private team between you and him, and this really helps. So what happens is, if you come to my dashboard, and if I come to my team dashboard, here what happens is, this really helps you to see, like, various, I can select a specific team. Okay, and what I can do is, I can see the performance of that team. Okay, in terms of what we say, like how many tasks are completed, how many tasks are open between each members. And even I can see, like, a task table where I can see the detailed information, like how many people are delaying the task. So the team structure really helps to manage the meeting in a very well way. So that's the main idea of having the meeting. Now, if you come here, like, I can just create a team. So what I can do is, I can select a private team, or I can select an official committee. Okay, so this is an official team. Like, someone needs to approve this. So if you're creating a team for your department or division, so I have to select who is the organizer, who is the chairman, who are the members, visitors, which divisions are you from. So what happens is, this really helps whenever you create a meeting. I can select the team here, which team I am part of, and this really helps you to manage that meeting in a very well structured format. So that's the main idea of having a team. Okay. Now, if I come to dashboard, here I can see as a user my dashboard, like how many tasks have been completed from various meetings. And if I scroll down, I can view those tasks here. See, I can view the overdue task, and you can see I have a meeting for employee relation manager committee. It's a team, and I can see various tasks, and I can see, like, all the tasks are due in 28 days overdue. Okay, and I can take actions accordingly. Okay, and this really shows your performance of your team, which we already discussed. And also there is also teams dashboard. which gives more information about the various. So this really helps you to get more insights and more control over the meeting. And if you come to the stream log, here I can really see like what's really happening. Okay, what's really happening with each and every teams. Okay, so that's also possible, like the various activities happening. Okay, and there is also approval log. I don't have any approval. So if I have any approvals from various modules or various teams, I can see it over here and I can just review or approve the task. Okay, so with it being said that this is a very quick about the meeting management applications. Okay, I hope you got an idea about the application. So if you have any questions on this, you are feel to ask. You can just use the chat or QA so that I can clarify all the questions you have. So there is a question like, during a meeting, does the user have to log the discussion manually? Okay. Yes. So what you can do is during the meeting, like just take an example. Like I have a current meeting now. So what he can do is he can just use his laptop, and we are also soon launching a mobile version as well. So what I can do is I can just come here. I can just come to create meetings, and I will just select my meeting from my calendar. Maybe I'm having this meeting now, and as the meeting progress, okay, he can just log it. As the meeting works, you can just start typing and log it, then add next record, and whenever there will be some discussion, right, where they talk about, okay, such and such person have to take care of this task. So then directly I can add a task for that particular person. Okay, so you have to log it during the meeting. So that what happens is, like, rather than you write it or scribble it somewhere, you can just use directly enter everything into the system. So you can use from your laptop or mobile anywhere. So that gives that leverage. This tool is targeted for size of any company. Suppose if you're a company with even 10 users or 20 users, you can start using this. So we provide a SaaS platform, and you can just start subscribe and you can start using it. So it's not limited to like a very big organization or anything like that. Okay, so you can use it for any. So that's another question. I'm talking about specific. It's like recording. It seems like I have to type it manually. Now, as of now, like as part of this current feature release, you have to type it. The next actions. Okay. So in future, like we are also thinking like NLP, like an AI, where you can just talk and it will convert to task. But as of now, that feature is not available. You have to manually type it. Let me also coming to the licensing part. Okay. So, what feature do you have can be done using Microsoft? What feature do you have that can't be done using Microsoft Teams or Salesforce? Okay, look, the Microsoft Teams, it's mainly a communication platform, right? You can collaborate and you can chat, you can initiate some meetings. But what our platform provides is, our platform provides the afterwards of that. That is something like, you have a meeting scheduled on Teams, and what really happens if that meeting is completed? So you need a productive system to manage your meeting, right? Meeting in the sense, the next actions of your meeting, the meeting minutes. So are people taking care of the next actions, or all the meeting minutes distributed to all the members, so that they taking the correct next actions? So what we have found is, most of, if you have like 5 or 6 or 10 meetings, and people get lost on the various tasks or various meeting minutes, so they do not have a tool to manage those things. So that's the main issue. So this solution really helps you in that. Okay, yes, exactly. That is why recording or logging automatically is one feature we want. Yes, that we'll also give to our team in terms of having a next update, so that they can just record. Okay, the next actions they can actually record. Okay, so there was one question like platform dependent. No, like this is a SaaS product, so you can have two options. Suppose if you're a big enterprise and you don't want, like if you're a banking customer or something, and you want to install or have this in your own data center, we can also host this application in your data center. Okay, and the platform we are using, it can be deployed on any of your Kubernetes or uh, any of infrastructure like that. So we can have more discussion on that. Okay, and there was another question. Can you break down the pricing? So pricing is, the starting pricing is $5 per user per month. So depends on, based on your number of users, there we can have like a slab kind of pricing. It's more like a discounted pricing you get. So you can contact us based on number of users to get the exact pricing. So if there is no questions, let us wind up this session. So we'll be sending the presentations, and you can contact our sales to get a detailed information, and we can have one-to-one session on the detailed about the solution. Okay, and once again, thanks everyone for your time, and let's get in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you.
So I'll be giving you a follow-up call so that we can discuss if there is any hope for the business. So thank you. Have a nice day.